There's the fool who wants to enslave you. There's a fool who wants to slip up on you and get you thinking differently by taking over your mind. There's a fool who actually will take hold, put a trap out there for you, and you know you got caught and messed up. Then there's a fool that will actually brag on themselves and tell you how, unless you do it their way, it won't ever come together. But then there's a fool
Give me the last one.
that will insult you. There's a fool that will, look at the text, verse 20 again. Verse 20, I want you to see this last kind of fool Paul talks about inside this text. For you put up with if one brings you into bondage, if one devours you, if one takes from you, if one exalts himself, if one slaps you in the face.
That's one you want.
There's a fool. There's some folk. See, I can't, nobody can abuse you physically unless they first of all abuse you psychologically. I can't tell you, nobody can tell you, you're so great. You're so powerful. You can do anything. You're unlimited. You are brilliant. You look great. You know what you're doing. You're the best thing since sliced bread. Nobody can lift you up like that and then dog you out. They contradict you hard. Because if you legitimately convince somebody they got value, the moment you act like they ain't got nothing, they out the door. So I can't dog you out. I can't insult you. I can't degrade you. I can't put you down unless first of all I do it psychologically. I got to verbally, psychologically destroy your sense of value. I got to knock you down so low that you're thankful that I'm willing to walk on you and dog you. You are blessed that I think enough about you to treat you like a dog. See, he warns, he said, these folk have the audacity to slap you in your face. It is not necessarily contextually the idea of that they're physically slapping them, but the point, in their day and time, they had those who gave speeches and those who were leaders, actually, whose methodology of leadership was to degrade folks sometimes. I was, back in Southeast Texas, there was a church that I used to work with, and a brother would teach the Bible class on Sunday morning, and his process of teaching was sort of like, read what you got as the answer for question number 8, and you answer question 8. Well, obviously Eric's still a little wet behind the ears. He got more learning he got to do. He didn't get that one right at all. Okay, well bless you, brother. Well, Sheila, you try that one, and Sheila give an answer. Well, Sheila, we gonna pray for you. You'll be all right. You'll be all right. We just worried about you, but the reality that's all. That's all. Only answer that fit was his answer. He would insult people. There are some fools who ain't comfortable unless they cussing you out. And the package, and these guys all look good. Because you can't tell a fool by the outside. Well. Not that you guys are. Y'all are all good. Y'all are good. But understand, Nabal in 1 Samuel 25 was rich. There is such a thing as rich fools. You do not. You can have a fool who got money. Somebody said a fool and his money are often invited places. But I want you to realize there's a danger here. He warns against this danger. He emphasized the idea, these kind of people, they are those who will insult you. And I want you to realize it has the idea of a low form of insult. There are people who need somebody they can dog out in the street. When you come across somebody who's comfortable putting you down, and I tell couples, when I counsel couples, I tell them, you got to watch using what we call trait names. If your man don't like you calling him boy, wow, then you say, when you get mad, see, See, boy, I done told you, boy. You better get that thing right. I'm a man, I'm not your boy. No, look, boy. Don't tell me to boy up in here. If you get involved with folk who are comfortable degrading you, baby, that ain't love.
No, it ain't. No, it ain't.
No, but you don't understand. You don't understand. Jim Poppins, with him and Rain Track, Train Wreck, when Train Wreck and Stay Fool got together, they was out there, you know, and he didn't mean no harm. They was hanging out together, and I was around them, you know, and they was hanging out with Kill and Shoot, you know, and they were all here together, you know, and I said the wrong thing. I got ahead of myself. I said, well, baby, you know, we gonna leave here, and I should have known. I knew that was wrong. I shouldn't have said that. You don't tell a man when you gonna leave. You don't ask no question. My job, I'm supposed to sit there quiet. I wasn't quiet enough. I raised my eyebrow. I moved my leg the wrong way. I turned my head. I was wrong. It was all my fault. It's all. People that love you are not supposed to insult you, degrade you, call you out your name. See, you only accept that kind of behavior if there's something with you that's not what it needs to be. Because if your value is what it's supposed to be, there are certain levels of treatment you just can't accept. And don't get me wrong, folk ain't got to agree with me, but you need to respect me. You can argue with me, I'll debate with you. I love a healthy debate. I don't need anybody's validation, and I don't need anyone's intimidation. I ain't got to intimidate nobody. I feel good about who I am. I don't need you to tuck in down, bow your head. No, be yourself. Stand up, be yourself. I'm fine with that. You got to be a healthy, independent, strong-minded person.
That's right.
Because if you're not, you'll find yourself with somebody who's going to try to enslave you, or sneak in and control you, or just take you over, or somebody who will get up there and brag about themselves, suggest to take over your life, or somebody who will just dog you. And there are folks lined up all around the corner looking for a chance to dog you out. Used to tell young girls in their workshops years ago, I would tell them all the time, that nobody will ever love you more than you love yourself. If you think you ain't got no value, my oldest son, Jamar, I would tell him all the time, I said, son, they got two kind of folk out there in this world. I said, there are people out there who will help you help yourself. And there are people out there who will help you hurt yourself. If you choose to hurt yourself, they got a long line of folks looking for a chance to help you destroy your life. If you want to be blessed and be a blessing, there's a folk, you got to decide what you're trying to do for you. Anybody who's got a message that does not relate to the idea of making you better and stronger and mightier, your job when you meet them is to run.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Praise the Lord.
Praise the Lord.
Well, tell somebody, watch out for the fools. Watch the ones that enslave you.
Watch the ones that enslave you.
Watch the ones that exploit you.
Watch the ones that exploit you.
Watch the ones that take advantage of you.
Watch the ones that take advantage of you.
Watch the ones who will try to brag on themselves.
Watch the ones who try to brag on themselves.
And watch the ones that insult you.
Watch the ones that insult you.
Now let me tell you how you're supposed to be. Paul said to the church, he said, folks, they have tried to enslave you. Paul said, I never enslaved you. I served you. See, spiritual-minded people will serve. See, the idea is you're supposed to treat somebody so good that they got to say to themselves, leaving you would be crazy.
Amen. Come on now.
They're supposed to conclude, I just can't do no better than this. Where they at? That's a single man over there. Where they at? Where they at? Paul said to the church of Corinth, he said, I served you. I showed up on the scene, and all I did was I served you. I took care of you. I didn't let y'all do nothing for me. I served you. The kind of person you need to be. Oh, bless you, bless you. Oh, thank you, thank you. The kind of person that you need to be is somebody who says, I can serve others. If you're in a relationship, I can serve you. If you're part of the family of God, I want to be a servant. Jesus said, Jesus is fully God. He left the confines of heaven to come to earth and to become a servant. So first of all, first thing has to stand up, you need to be the kind of person who has enough self-value and self-esteem that you can serve somebody. That's why in John 13, all the apostles came, he had a meal for them at the Last Supper. They come together for the Last Supper. And when they get to the door, there's nobody at the door. And normally, there'll be somebody at the door to wash feet. Because, you know, you've been on the street, they got them sandals on, walking in the dirt all day long. Somebody will help you to relax because they ain't got no chairs. They're going to be sitting on the floor. And when you sit on the floor, actually, they sit in a reclining position so that your feet is next to somebody else. So nobody with your dirty, crusty feet all by their foot. Bless yourself. So somebody be there at the door to wash the feet. When they walk to the door, ain't nobody there. And they reason, well, if I start washing my feet, that next rascal can walk up here. If I got to wash his feet, then I'll be at 12. Hey, I'm not about to do 12 sets of feet up in this place. No. Each guy was sat down.